Hello, everybody out there in Rumble X and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And today we're going to finish talking about this piece of shit movie, my gay friend's best fucking gay wedding. Okay, it's not a complete piece of shit. I've seen a lot worse. God knows if you've seen my channel, you've seen some of the goddamn chick flicks that I've reviewed. Okay, I've seen a lot worse than this shit, all right? Oh my fucking God, man. Barbie was worse than this, and Barbie was made a shitload of money. Barbie was worse than this, man. At least this isn't confusing. We know what the fuck's going on. Everyone's a fucking idiot, and I'm not just talking about the characters. I'm talking about the people that fucking wrote this fucking screenplay and made the fucking movie. They're all a bunch of fucking idiots, and it's clear through every fucking scene. All right, but I understand that a lot of women like this. As I've been telling you throughout this entire series here of this movie. This movie, I can't talk about this movie without talking about someone very special in my life, someone who was very special to me back in the day. Okay, I'm old, all right? Back when I was young, when this movie came out. Okay, actually, the girl I'm thinking about right now, when this movie came out, actually, I met her about a couple of years after this movie came out. But this was her favorite movie, okay? And over the years, we kind of bonded over this movie and stuff. And, I'm from Chicago. This movie's filmed in Chicago. So all the places that are in the movie, I was given the opportunity to actually take her there. So I recreated this movie for a woman that I was very crazy about at the time. Okay, I was younger, we were young, stupid. You know what I mean? Okay, we've all been there, right? Okay, and this was very special. This movie was very special to her. Hence, therefore, it became special to me. Okay, through her. Okay, me personally, the thing that saves this movie for me is a Rupert Everett's character of George Downs, the gay guy. Yeah, he's a welcome presence. He's a refreshing presence in this movie. You got a movie about fucking psychopaths and fucking retards. Okay, mentally deficient people. Okay, mentally incompetent people. A bunch of fucking idiots. They don't know. They couldn't fucking find their ass with both their fucking hands. That's how fucking stupid they are. But we were supposed to believe that they're all fucking Ivy League graduates and fucking billionaires. Okay, no billionaire fucking makes money like this. Okay, this is stupid. All right, apparently. The main character, Jules Potter, played by Julia Roberts. Okay, she's a boss bitch. Of course, they all are in these fucking rom-coms. She's a boss bitch. She graduated from Brown University. She's a food critic. And even though she's 27 years old, every fucking five-star restaurant in New York shits themselves whenever she walks in their door because they're desperate for a good review from her. As if a 20 fucking 7-year-old would have that kind of fucking power over fucking the fine arts people in fucking New York. Okay, this is a fucking vibrator going to town. That's what this fucking movie is. All right, it's a fucking fantasy, like reading a fucking romance novel. It's a fucking fantasy. Okay, this shit's never gonna fucking happen to you. Okay, I don't give a shit who the fuck Julia Roberts is. Okay, no fucking 27-year-old has that much fucking clout when it comes to fucking food criticism, especially not in a fucking big city, New York. Maybe in Jerkwater, Iowa, she would have that kind of clout. Okay, but not in fucking New York City. Okay, not a fucking 27-year-old. All right, but anyway, her best friend, who's supposedly heterosexual, although the jury's still out on that. Based on this movie at least. Okay, basically it's her fuck, but she calls him her best friend, but it's her fuck buddy from a long time ago. I guess she fucks him twice a year anyway, even though they were never together. Okay, but he fell in love with her back 9 years ago, and she did not reciprocate because she doesn't believe in love. She doesn't believe in romance. Men are basically just fucking dildos to her, dildos that fucking pay for dinner. Okay, and that's all they are to her, and that's all she fucking cares about. Okay, so I guess this guy's been simping for her for 9 years, and all of a sudden he met another girl, and not just another girl. Okay, he met a fucking Cameron Diaz, 19-year-old girl. He's 27. Okay, so the point's right there. She ain't even old enough to drink. Okay, and he's gonna put a ring on it. Okay, now normally I would tell a guy like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Like, well, she's fucking 19, dude. Don't you realize after you have a kid with her or something, she's gonna fucking leave you because she's gonna feel that she missed out on the best years of her life because she was married to you. She's gonna fucking want to make up for it. She's gonna get a fucking babysitter and she's gonna fuck her way through the whole fucking city. That's what I would tell a guy if he was thinking about marrying a 19-year-old and he was 27. However, she just happens to be a billionaire. Yeah, I'm not fucking making that up. Her dad just happens to own the fucking Chicago White Sox. Okay, and we're supposed to fucking believe this shit, right? And he mentions it like very nonchalantly, like an offhand remark. Oh yeah, and her dad's rich, he's a billionaire, and he owns like the Chicago White Sox. But anyway, Jules, the point is she's all wrong for me, Jules. But her families don't like that. They're not all about the fucking money. They're all like down to earth. They're salt of the earth people, Jules. Really? just like me. They relate to me, like my zero respect, low paying job. You know, they don't care. They don't have any fucking money. They don't care that I can't provide for their daughter. Okay, all they give a shit about is that I keep fucking plowing her, and they're okay with that. You know, that kind of shit. We're supposed to believe that, right? Okay, so Cameron Diaz's character, Kimmy, she's the bride to be. She was very young and pretty back then, not like what she looks like now. Hey, ladies, I'm sorry, but everybody gets older. Everybody gets older, okay? Okay, but she's playing the ditzy airhead who just happens to be the daughter of a fucking, a billionaire. So it doesn't really fucking matter. There's a big point in the movie where they try to talk about feminism. Of course they're going to talk about feminism. It's a fucking chick flick, all right? But the point is that, there's sort of a conflict that really wasn't there, okay? She's a billionaire. She never has to work for another fucking day in her life. It's not like she needs to finish school, okay? Her fucking dad could buy the fucking university, okay? The point is that I guess she has dreams of being an architect, but she's in love with Michael, the main protagonist guy, the love interest here, okay? And he has a zero respect, low paying fucking job as a sports writer, which involves him traveling all over the country to write about sports, okay? Well, since they're getting married, she's got to give up college and follow him around. Okay, and she wants to be an architect, okay, even though she never fucking talks about architecture in this fucking movie. And the whole feminist employee here is Jules shows up to sabotage this wedding, to get them to break up so that she can have him for herself. Because once he said that he was fucking somebody else and in love and gonna marry her, and she's a billionaire, she realized that she loved her best friend so much that she's got to sabotage it. Okay, because she just now realized, okay, as soon as she talked to him, that she's really in love with him. So she's got to stop this, okay? So yeah, she looks at it like she's doing her a favor. She's doing Kimmy a favor, okay? Like, he would be better off with him, not her. She would just be miserable if she married him. Like, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, and she's the main character, so we're supposed to root for her, okay? Now, she doesn't have enough courage to do this on her own, so what does she do? She relies on her gay friend for emotional support, okay? And he fucking gives her his blessing. Well, not really, but he doesn't really get involved to try to stop her. So she goes to Chicago for this wedding. The wedding's gonna take place in 4 fucking days. That's how good, that's how best friends they are, okay? She didn't even know he was gonna get married. She didn't even know he was in love. She didn't know that he popped the question. She sure as fuck didn't know what this girl looked like, who she was, or that she was a fucking billionaire's daughter. Okay, she had no fucking idea. He had no idea where the fuck she was. He had no idea that she published a book or that she was going on a publicity tour or none of that fucking shit. Okay, yeah, that's how best friends they are. But yet she knows everything about her fucking gay friend, and the gay friend knows everything about her. Okay, so who's the real best friend here? Exactly, it's the gay guy. But she can't make a movie about that. So she goes over to Chicago to sabotage this wedding. She pretends to be friends with this girl, even the whole time she's trying to steal away her man, her fiance. She manipulates a lot of shit. She plays up the feminist card, like I said earlier. She tries to get Kimmy to fucking tell Michael that it's not fair for her to have to give up her education for a man, and that she has a right to be an architect, just like he has a right to be a sports writer. You know, like that. And then she tries to play up the whole thing that Michael, she doesn't like Michael's job. Jules doesn't like my job. She says it's a bullshit job that's going to go nowhere, but he just happens to love it. Like, what the fuck does he need it even for? He's marrying a fucking billionaire, all right? What the fuck does he need to work anymore? But apparently he loves this job so much, he considers giving up his job to get a job working for his father-in-law, okay, would be like a sellout. It would be him selling out. Okay, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're not fucking selling out, you're buying in. Don't you fucking get it? Okay, you just won the fucking lottery, for Christ's sake. And he's over here crying that it'd be sell out to fucking give up his zero respect, low paying fucking job that he just happens to love. What do you love more, your bullshit job or your fucking fiance? Which is gonna fucking be? How many guys out there would turn down working for a fucking billionaire when you're married to his fucking daughter? Exactly, it would never fucking happen, but this movie was written by a fucking gay guy. All right, so of course it's going to fucking happen. And Jules exploits this to try to get them to fight with each other. They do fight, but eventually they get back together. So Jules tries some other shit. She fucking sends a nasty email trying to make it look like Kimmy's dad, his soon-to-be father-in-law, wants putting pressure on Michael's boss to fire him so that he'll have no choice but to work for his father-in-law. Okay, she tries to make it look like that with this fucking fake email that gets sent, blah, 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 all this crazy fucking shit happens. So now, fucking Jules, none of it fucking worked, okay? He told Jules that the wedding was off because he thought that Kimmy had sent that email, but then, he decides that, no, you know what, I still love her. I'm going to marry her after all. Of course you're going to marry her. You're getting married in a few hours, all right? But, so Jules says this is her last opportunity to tell Michael how she really feels about him. So they go into the fucking gazebo, and she fucking tells him that she loves him. Pick me, marry me. Don't marry this fucking super beautiful fucking ditzy airhead billionaire. Don't marry her. Marry me, some fucking pathetic lying piece of shit fucking cunt, slutty cunt. Instead, I'm a better option for you. And then she fucking kisses him. He does not really kiss her back. But Kimmy, the fiance, sees this. She runs away. He chases after her. She chases after him. Okay, and then while she's fucking chasing him in a fucking stolen fucking bread truck, she calls her best fucking gay friend and you're, hey, yeah, I told him the truth. And now I gotta chase him. He tells her, hey, Jules, Michael is chasing Kimmy. Who's chasing you? Exactly, nobody. You know, you have a slight opportunity here to do the right thing. You know, so she follows him to Union Station. That's the train station. She confesses to him that she's been fucking manipulating him the whole time. She's been lying the whole time. She didn't come here to be his fucking best man. Okay, she actually came here to sabotage the wedding and to get Kim to fall back in love with her instead of Kimmy. She comes clean with it. Okay, now you got to realize this guy. Okay, his best friend, fuck buddy, just confessed to sabotaging his fucking life, his future, and hurting a whole shitload of people, not just himself, hurting his fiance, hurting the whole fucking family of his in-laws. I would say it'd be hurting Michael's family as well, but since we only see his little brother who's a fucking horny idiot, and then we see his dad who's a fucking dumb fuck old man, okay, he has absolutely no fucking heterosexual male friends, okay, at this fucking wedding. He has no fucking guy friends at all, despite the fact that he writes about sports. Okay? He has no fucking guy friends at all at this fucking wedding. Nobody he can talk to about his problems. Nobody he can confide in about his decisions when he's confused. Should I marry her? Should I not? Should I work for my father-in-law? Should I not? All that shit that you talk to about your guy friends, all right? He has no one to talk to except this fucking slutty-ass, fucking trashy, fucking food critic bitch that he fucked 9 years ago when he was in college that did not fucking love him back. That's his only fucking friend. Okay, this fucking bitch has just fucking destroyed his life, just ruined his fucking career, just ruined his fucking prospects of being fucking rich, broke the heart of the woman that he fucking loves, okay, hurt the entire fucking, what we're gonna be his fucking in-laws, lied to everybody, manipulated everybody, fucked up her own fucking best friend, okay, by getting him, putting pressure on him to come over to fucking Chicago, try to unfuck this shit, and then she lied to him too. She's a lying fucking piece of shit, okay? And does she ever even apologize to him? No, she just comes clean and says, okay, I did it, whatever, I'm scum. I'm pond scum, that's what I am. And he's like, no, you're the pus that affects bacteria, that infects the nucleus, that impregnates the chromosoa, the protozoa, that get the fuck, and then he just forgives her like that. Let me tell you something, all right? Let me tell you something, you goddamn fucking gay motherfuckers that wrote this fucking movie. If my fucking best friend, guy or girl, were to come into fucking Chicago and fuck up my wedding like that, you know what I would fucking do to them? And I don't give a shit what fucking sex they are. And I've never hit a woman in my life. But if this was me, goddamn right, someone's getting fucking knocked out and it ain't me. Holy shit. But that's not what happens. No, of course not. He just forgives her. I can't be mad at you. You know what, Jules? Despite all this shit, it's just that, I feel the same way I did when I graduated from the Keanu Reeves School of Acting. I feel the same way. I just, I am just so grateful for you. And thank you for loving me that much that you would fuck up my entire life just to prove it. Oh, well, it would have been a good wedding. I'm going to go back to the gay bar now. Okay, and that's what he does. And she tells him, no, we got to go find Kimmy. She's hiding somewhere. We got to find out where she went. Okay, so I can explain to her and apologize to her for her catching me fucking kissing you on your wedding day. That kind of fucking shit, all right? So tell you what, you dumbass piece of shit. Okay, you go check all those romantic places where you fingered yourself and she ate you out. And I'm going to go check at the brilliant places to find out where she is. Okay, yeah. Because it would suck to be you at 6 o'clock today, even though she's the one that caused all this, right? Okay, what is she? She calls the house, blah, blah, blah. She finds out that someone saw Kimmy at Comiskey Park. Okay, now Comiskey Park, for those of you who don't know, who are not from Chicago like me, Comiskey Park's in the south side. Okay, right there by Bridgeport. Okay, Comiskey Park is where the Chicago White Sox play. It's not called Comiskey Park anymore. It became U.S. Cellular Field. I was there when the White Sox played in the World Series. They played Houston, but they won in Houston. But the first 2 games were in Chicago, and I was there for that. It was called U.S. Cellular Field back then. I don't know what it's called now, okay? Because there's no U.S. Cellular anymore. It's probably AT&T Field now. I don't know. It's been years since I've been there. But anyway, so she decides to go there because Kimmy was spotted there. Of course, she talked to the fucking guard there, the security guards, and they saw her go in the ladies' room. Of course, because Kimmy just stands out in a fucking crowd, right? So fucking Jules goes in there. The bathroom is completely full of girls because we all know that fucking women just love the fucking Chicago White Sox. They love to play the games. They know more about the fucking the players and the sports and the statistics, okay, and who's in first place, who won the pennant. They know about all that shit more than the guys do. That's why you see nothing but women there, and only women there, not guys. Okay, so she goes in there. Okay, she finds fucking Kimmy in the shitter. She's screaming, "Kimmy, I know you're here. The guard told me you worked in here." Blah blah. She's like, "Get out of here! Leave me alone, you bitch!" So anyway, so she opens up the fucking shitter, and here comes fucking Cameron Diaz playing Kimmy, all pissed off. You know, because now she realizes that this woman that she befriended, that she made her maid of honor after knowing her only 8 fucking minutes, has secretly been trying to steal her man away from her. And now she's busted, right? Well, guess what? All this is fucking drama. So all the ladies that are in the fucking bathroom, they got nothing else to do but to stand around and crowd around and see what's going on here with this fucking cat fight, all right? So that's going on here. Blah, blah, blah. Even one of the ladies in the bathroom calls it a cat fight, all right? So Kimmy says, like, "Who the hell do you think you are? You came here pretending to be my friend? I made you my maid of honor." Ooh, all the women are like, ooh. Jules says, like, "And who asked you to do that? You knew me for like, what, 8 minutes? She's like, "Michael trusted you, so I trusted you." She's like, "You just wanted to keep me close. You didn't trust me for a second. You were right, but that's not my fault." Okay, so even when Jules admits that she's wrong, it's still not her fault, okay? It's still not her fault. She's not going to accept responsibility for nothing. Okay, and why should she? Because even when she fesses up to shit, she finds a way for it not to be her fault. She rubs in the wound to the people that she hurt. She already stabbed them, so what does she do? She grabs the knife that's still in them and twists it as well. Okay, and when she made that crack remark about, but when she told Michael, "I'd hate to be you at 6 o'clock today," even though she's the one that fucked it all up for him, she expects no responsibility for her actions, even when she says she's sorry. And the people that she offended, the people that she hurt, forgive her just like that. And she faces no fucking consequences. She's leaving Chicago at the end of this movie the same way she was when she came in. She did not suffer or lose a goddamn thing. The only people that suffered were the innocent people that were nice to her. You see what I mean? Kimmy says, "You kissed him at my parents' house on my wedding day." So now all the women in the battle, "Oh, bitch, slut, cunt." It's true. She is. She is, most definitely. And so is the character she's playing in this movie. All right, moving on. Okay, so of course all the women are invested now. You know, they're fucking, you know, slut shaming her. Well, whatever happened? You know what, ladies? Okay, just on a side note here. Okay, let me tell you something about slut shaming. Okay, I know that you fucking libtards out there and you feminists out there invented this thing, slut shaming. So that you could name something you're trying to get rid of that's not fair, that's sexist, okay, and all that kind of bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, okay? I don't give a shit how you feel about slut shaming. It ain't ever going away, okay? It ain't ever fucking going away, all right? I don't give a shit what you fucking say, all right? It will always be there, okay? It will always be there, okay? There's a reason you got these fucking over-the-hill porn stars going on YouTube, giving interviews about how hard it is for them to find a good guy. Okay, there's a reason for that. Okay, so don't give me that bullshit. All right, slut shaming is sexist. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. All right, that's going on here. Okay, and so Kimmy says, "Shut up! I love this man." Jules says, like, "All right, okay." She's like, Kimmy says, "I love this man. And I'm not going to let some two-faced, big-nosed, big-haired, big-chinned food critic Steal him away from me. And all the women are like, yeah. Yeah, while they're fucking playing with themselves. All right. And then Jules says like, all right, okay. She's telling everyone that's in the bathroom, okay? Although she's really telling the audience. All right. I kissed him. She's real. Okay, what she's doing here is being meta, okay? Julia Roberts knows that her reputation ain't that fucking great, okay? She's known to fucking ditch guys, leave them at the altar. She's known to fuck her fiance's best friend. She's known to marry guys, okay, out of fucking some sort of fucking insecurity and self-worthlessness, and then only to rebound and fucking leave the guy for another guy. She's known in Hollywood for doing that shit. She's fucked a lot of guys. She's been through a lot of fucking cock. She's ridden the cock aerosol for many, many years, and a lot of it was well publicized in the media. Okay, so that kind of tarnished her reputation a little bit. Okay, so this is her way of speaking to the audience. Like, okay, I'm a slut, I'm a bad person, but you know what? There's still something in me that you can love. Okay, there's still a reason you'll like me. Okay, and there's something I got that makes me lovable, despite all the bullshit that I do. And that's why I'm still a leading lady in Hollywood. That's basically what she's saying. This is her chance. This is probably the reason why she accepted the movie when she had read the script. It was for this scene right here. So she can tell all the fucking females out there that call her a fucking slut, call her a whore, okay, for all the shit that she's done to Kiefer Sutherland, to fucking Lyle Lovett, to Benjamin Bratt, to fucking to Liam Neeson. I mean, the list goes on and on, okay? Dylan McDermott, okay? All these guys that she fucked, right? That she fucked over, okay, while she was sucking her cock to the fucking top of the Hollywood Hill. Queen of the chick flicks, her and Meg Ryan, queen of the chick flicks, especially in this era, you know. So this was her way of explaining that, okay? Same reason she did that fucking movie Runaway Bride with Richard Gere, okay? The reason she did that was because the whole fucking world knew that she left Kiefer Sutherland standing at the fucking altar while she ran off with his best friend, Jason Patric, okay? So yeah, like of course, you know, that kind of hurt her image, okay? Because the tabloids were all over that story. It's not like she could deny it. So she made a movie where her character does that all the time, and she gets forgiven at the end of the movie. Oh, and the guy that she stood up forgives her and then marries her at the end. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Ripley don't believe that shit. But you do. You do, don't you? Of course you do. Yeah. So anyway, so all right, she's like, all right, I kissed him. I tried to steal him. I lost. He doesn't love me. He loves you. Okay, like I said, this is for the audience, for her fans, so they can excuse her behavior in real life. Not Jules's behavior, Julia Roberts' behavior. Okay, even Lolitas are wonderful. Okay, in other words, even fucking slutty whores that wreck your fucking marriages and shit are lovable too. Okay, and they should be given a million chances. You see what I mean? Because we all know they'll never do it again, right? Right? Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Jules says like, I'm not proud of myself. Yeah, you are. But I'd like to take you to the church so that you can walk down the aisle and marry the man of our dreams. All the way. Pretty much, yeah. It turns into a big fucking les fest, which normally would turn on a guy, but these are some really fucking ugly women. So yeah, maybe you're into that shit. Anyway, yeah. So if you look like Rachel Maddow, I'm sure you're fucking coming all over your pants right now. But for the rest of us, you know, guys with fucking actual penises, no, not so much. All right. So anyway, so that happens here. She tells Kimmy that Michael really wants to marry her. Okay, so she like that, she won, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they hug. Okay, because you know why? And Kimmy forgives her immediately because that's what happens in real life, ladies. Once you do that, some woman you didn't know but was friends with her fiance, she came into town and you caught her. She pretended to be your fucking friend. You liked her, you trusted her, and all this kind of fucking shit. And then you find out that she's trying, the day of your wedding, a few hours before your wedding, you find her trying to fuck your fiance. Okay, wouldn't you just forgive her like that if she gave you some little speech about how she's not really that bad? Okay, and that, you know, after I did all that shit with him, you know, the truth is he likes you more. Would you just forgive her like that? Would you just forgive him like that? No, you fucking wouldn't, right? So why would you forgive fucking this movie? That's the part I don't get. If this was real life, you wouldn't be fucking cheering and shit and fingering yourself in a goddamn ladies' room. No, you wouldn't. Okay? But since it's a fucking Julia Roberts movie, you're just supposed to go with it. Fuck going with it. Okay? There's a reason straight guys like me don't watch these fucking movies, all right? I know you women like it because it's a fucking fantasy. It's all it is. It's a fucking fantasy. Guys don't fucking act this way. The way this piece of shit fucking dumbass Michael acts. You don't even realize that his fucking best friend is trying to fuck him. How stupid can he fucking be? Anyway, moving right along. At the church, Jules takes her place as a bridesmaid wearing a lavender dress because she has to be distinguished. Right? Okay, like I said, did I tell you a gay guy wrote this movie? Yeah, well, he's in the closet. All right, so Kimmy is very happy walking down the aisle. You know, she's walking there with her dad, the guy that owns the Chicago White Sox. Yeah, right. No, he doesn't. All right. Even though it's a Christian wedding, the guy that actually owns the Chicago White Sox is Jewish. He's not even Christian. All right. So this whole bullshit about in a church is just fucking far-fetched. Just admit it's a fucking Jewish wedding. Just fucking admit it. All right. What the fuck, man? Nobody's gonna believe that shit. All right. So okay, so Michael obviously is very happy there, you know, that Kimmy's walking down the aisle. He's going to marry the woman that he loves. Okay, well, yeah, he loves her, right? He loves her fucking money. Okay, stupid ass happiness. There's a stupid ass happiness toast from Scotty, you know, where he's like, hey, you know, he's not even old enough to drink that. That's the little brother of the groom. Okay, Michael's little brother who's horny as fuck. But he's secretly gay. He fucking likes to suck up helium and sing fucking love songs in his fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks voice with his fucking gay friends right before they do a circle jerk. All right. Well, he doesn't know what the fuck to say because he's never fucking touched a vagina in his life. So he's like, hey, my brother, and then my real brother is in jail right now for raping a girl. Several girls actually. He got convicted in 2020. But yeah, that's real life. That's not this movie though. Okay, yeah, Danny Masterson. That's Christopher Masterson's older brother. Yeah, I don't know which one's worse, his fake older brother in this movie or his real older brother in real life. Anyway, moving right along. Yeah, a 70s show. Yeah, Hyde. Yeah, that guy. All right, anyway, moving right along. So Jules, of course, gives the fucking speech because limp dick little fucking Scotty here doesn't know what the fuck to do. Okay, let's face it, okay? Jules is one of the biggest cock in this fucking movie, is her. All right? So Jules says, like, you know, and every chick looks that way, by the way, just so you know. All right, Jules says, I had a dream that a psychotic woman was trying to split you two apart. And of course, you know, the victims of her, you know, Machiavellian plot are just sitting there like, look at him, so in love, and then look at her. And then she said, luckily I woke up and I see that the world is as it should be. From my best friend, who's actually a gay guy in fucking New York. But in this movie, it's this fucking heterosexual idiot. From my best friend has won the best woman. I didn't get you a gift. But this song is on loan until you find your own song. Yeah, she starts crying. Okay, and then the twins sing The Way You Look Tonight. Okay, the twins are the fucking two cousins. They're not actually twins. One of them got her tongue stuck in the fucking ice sculpture of David's cock. Yeah, it is a big fucking deal. Anyway, they're just useless. They're just there to be fucking annoying bitches, all right? They wear summer hats all the fucking time and probably to bed too. They just fucking, they fucking finish each other's sentences. They fucking sing like fucking shit. They're just there. They dress alike, and they're not, even though they're not twins, they look like they're twins. Anyway, these two stupid ass fucking bitches, these slutty bitches that I guess are Kimmy's cousins, all right? They start singing fucking The Way You Look Tonight. Okay, I'm guessing this is the fucking, the Tony Bennett version, all right? Okay, but it's been done by everyone from Frank Sinatra to fucking Dean Martin, you know, to fucking, you know, even fucking Lady Gaga did her version too, all right? So that's all going on. They sing The Way You Look Tonight, okay? And so Kimmy and Michael slow dance together. This is their wedding dance, okay? And Jules just like, you fucking bitch, all right? The twin cousins fight over the bouquet when she throws the bouquet. Jules tries to follow the couple as they leave as they leave the reception. You know, obviously it's a billionaire wedding, so there's a shitload of people there. Okay, and she thinks that she didn't make it. Like, oh, there's too many people blocking her. She's not going to make it to say goodbye to him for the last time. But then all of a sudden he just shows up out of magic. The boom, just poof, appears right in front of her. She's like, he's just like. again. That's the look he has on his face. The whole fucking movie. Jules. Yeah, just like that. She's there, yeah, she just fucking appears out of nowhere, okay, and tells her and hugs her real close, says, bye. And then he fucking goes off to fucking, I guess, to the gay bar. Okay. That happens, okay, then there's a slow-mo of fucking, of him, Michael, and Kimmy, they're throwing rice on him and shit, all that kind of crap. Of course, there's a Rolls Royce, for every wedding has a Rolls Royce at the end that they get into, you know, and they drive off the estate, and the lawn has fucking sparkles that keep flying out of the fucking grass. Okay, like I said, this is a billionaire wedding, this is like a fucking, like a goddamn Jeff Bezos wedding here. Okay, and then Jules sits alone. She's all depressed in her fucking bridesmaid dress, okay? And now back then in 1997 when this movie came out, they had those big fucking cell phones. They flip open, but they're like fucking like this, okay? Like a fucking, like the size of a shoe, okay? And yeah, and so she gets a phone call, she answers it. It's George, the gay guy from New York, her boss, her editor, who pretended to be your fiance. He pretended to be straight in the movie. That's probably the best part of the movie, was the scenes where he pretended to be a straight guy that was in love with her. That was actually pretty funny, okay? But now he's just back to being his same old fucking queer self. Okay, George calls, he tells her that he's proud of her for saying goodbye to Michael, like she was supposed to. George says he wants to dance with her, okay? And then name drops Susan Hayward, because that's what they fucking do. This, like I said, a gay guy wrote this fucking movie, okay? Name dropping old actresses and shit, you know, like you have to be gay to know who the fuck they are. Okay, I don't even know who the fuck Susan Hayward is. I mean, I sure could look it up, but I don't give a shit, all right? Okay, then he describes her because he's there. Ooh. So the whole time she was talking to him, she thought he was calling from New York, but then he just starts describing her, like her body language and what she's wearing and what she's doing. She's tapping her fingers on the table. So he says all that, so now she realized that he's there. He's actually at this fucking wedding reception somewhere. So she gets up and starts looking for him, and while she's doing that amongst the crowd, he's describing to her on the phone everything that she's doing. So she rises from the table and looks across the gala, boldly transversing through the aisles, searching out her friend. You know, that kind of bullshit. He's narrating the whole fucking scene. Basically, he's reading into the scene description off of the script, all right? Okay, so that's going on here, blah, 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 you know, and it says, and then while she's there looking, she hears a familiar song. Okay, and then the band starts playing Say a Little Prayer for You, the Dionne Warwick song. That they already fucking killed this song earlier in the movie when they're at that restaurant. I'm not gonna kill it again. It's a stupid ass song. Obviously, they got the rights to this fucking song. I'm sure they paid Dionne Warwick more money than she was making from the goddamn Psychic Friends Network, okay, and trashing her fucking niece, Whitney Houston, okay? So I'm sure she got a fat fucking paycheck from this fucking movie, okay? But we got to hear this song over and over again, all right? It's like a gay national anthem, all right? Like, of course it's gay. That's the target audience of this goddamn movie, all right? All the rom-coms are. All right, so yeah, and George Down is the typical stereotypical gay friend. Every fucking leading actress in a goddamn rom-com either has the fucking unattractive, horny best friend, okay, like Catherine Hahn type, all right, or she has the fucking gay guy best friend, okay, like fucking Will and Grace, or like this motherfucker, George Downs, all right, played by Rupert I'm Gay Everett, all right. So yeah, so that's going on here, okay, and then he's narrating. He said, "You hear a familiar song. You rise up from your chair in one exquisite movement." What, she took a shit? "You're searching, sniffing at the wind like a dappled deer." Yeah, this is the way he talks on the phone. Yeah. In case you were wondering if he was gay or not, this is the way he talks on the phone. "Has God heard your prayer? Will Cinderella ever dance again?" Okay, this fucking goes on for like fucking 6 hours, all right? And then finally it gets to a point where she sees, and he's like, and then he rises and moves towards her like a jungle cat. You know, this kind of fucking, like, dude, come on, dude. Just end the fucking movie already, okay? So this fucking goes on for like 6 hours, okay? All the fucking non sequiturs and adjectives and scene descriptions, all right? And then George goes up and he's like, maybe there won't be marriage. Maybe there won't be sex. But by God, Jules, there will be dancing. You know, and they start fucking dancing together, yeah. And Jules is like, Yeah, just like that. Just like that. I actually just did the scene better than her, than Julia Roberts. All right, okay, so, and that's how it fucking ends, okay? I want to say something, but I know it's going to be offensive. So I won't. I wrote it in my notes, though, all right? This movie's about the boop, okay, and his boop. And then he calls her Jane Bond. Okay, yeah, you want to talk about fucking predicting the future. This was 1997, and he calls her Jane Bond. Okay, like he knew, like, you know, 2026 is around the corner, was coming, and like there was gonna be a female James Bond who's gonna be a black lesbian. Okay, like he knew that back in 1997. All right, you see how they predicted this shit, how it all came in fast. All right, the fucking end. Movie's over. That's it. I'm done. I'm done talking about this movie. I'm actually kind of glad I did. It brought back a lot of memories of an old flame of mine. We're still friends, though. We're still friends on Facebook and stuff. I see how she's doing, you know. She had kids now, you know, not mine. All right. She got married again. I went to her wedding. Yes, I went to her wedding. I did. I went to her wedding. And, you know, she's happy. You know, her one daughter, her oldest is about to graduate high school and shit, you know. So, you know, it was, you know, this it brings back some good memories. It does. But, you know, one thing I say is you cannot live in the past. Okay, it's fine to look back every once in a while, but you remember where your head belongs. Your head belongs in front of you, looking it forward, all right? The most important time in your life is now, not back then and not in the future. The future's not here yet, and the past can't be changed, all right? So pay attention to where you are, okay? I miss that time, I do, a lot of ways, but I'm also happy that I'm not there anymore. I'm a lot smarter, I'm a lot stronger, you know, I'm a lot more courageous than I was back then, okay? And I'm definitely old enough to have learned from a lot of my mistakes, thank God, okay, that I would never make again, all right? But this movie, it does have a special place in my heart, like I said, because of this woman that I'm thinking about. I'm not gonna say her name. And so that's why I was looking forward to reviewing it, okay? I decided, you know, I stayed away from this movie for a long time because of this. But now I just want to talk about it. Like, what the fuck? You know, hey, you've all been there. Most of you out there have had a movie that reminds you of somebody, the circumstances when you first watched it, who you were with, what happened, the similarities between the movie and your own real life, that kind of thing. Whereas me, you know, I was in the military, then I went back home to Chicago, and this movie takes place in Chicago. Okay, so I knew all these places. I actually worked in a lot of the areas where this movie was filmed. Okay, so I knew this area very, very well. So I was in a perfect position to recreate this movie for someone that I cared a lot about. All right, so I was very fortunate for that, okay? So this movie will always have a special place in my heart. Not one of my favorite chick flicks, okay? Not one of the best chick flicks I've ever seen. But like I said, there were some good qualities in there. Rupert Everett, you know, the gay guy was probably the best thing in the movie. He saved a lot of the movie, I think, in my opinion. Okay, his scenes were pretty well written. Like I said, a gay guy wrote this, so he gave the best part to a fucking other gay guy, all right? So yeah, so that's what I think, okay? The guys in this movie are god-awful. This guy, Michael O'Neill's a piece of fucking shit. He's a closeted homosexual. There's no way in fucking hell I'm gonna believe that a guy like this would be this fucking stupid, okay, and so clueless he doesn't realize what the fuck's going on right in front of him, all right? Same thing with all the other characters, okay? The only reason that Julia Roberts' character, Jules, even gets away with as much shit as she does is because everyone around her is a fucking idiot. Okay, that's the only reason, okay? But anyway, all right, and that's the end of that, okay? I am very happy to be done with this fucking movie. I'm probably never gonna fucking see it again, and that's fine. I'm fine with that movie. Thank God my fucking girlfriend right now fucking hates this movie too. She calls Dermot Mulroney a fucking mouth breather. And he was. He spent the whole fucking movie like this. He spent the whole fucking movie like this, okay? So yeah, a lot of things about this movie I don't fucking like. All right? But anyway, that's the end of that. Thank God we're done with my best gay friend's gay wedding. I am going to review another movie soon. I know what it's going to be. I'll tell you right now. I've thought a lot about it. I'm going to review a chick flick for guys this time, all right? Now, I got to warn you, okay? I'm telling you this right now. I'm going to warn you. I'm going to make a separate video where I talk a little bit more about this. But for right now, I'm going to tell you this, okay? This movie, you probably never heard of this movie. It came out in the late 90s. It's an independent movie. I think Miramax made it, okay? There's a lot of talk, okay, in the media right now about toxic masculinity, which to me is bullshit. Okay, ladies out there, you wouldn't have a goddamn thing in this fucking world if it wasn't for toxic masculinity, all right? There'd be nothing. You would have absolutely fucking nothing, okay, if it wasn't for toxic masculinity, all right? But there's a lot of talk about that, how men are all pieces of shit and women are all good. And I've mentioned that a lot here, okay? I'm never going to say that women are better than men. I'm never going to say men are better than women because that's not, because both things are not true, Okay, but man, we do a lot of fucking bad shit. Now, because I review chick flicks, I call out women on a lot of the fucking bullshit that they do. I call out men too, but since these movies are geared towards women, I'm the one that's got to be here and tell you the fucking truth. Ladies, this is bullshit. And if you do this, you're bullshitting. You're bullshitting yourself, and you're bullshitting everybody else, all right? That's what I do here, okay? But just because I do that here and I call women out on a lot of their fucking bullshit does not mean that men do not commit bullshit as well. We most certainly do. The problem is, they don't make movies about us anymore, okay? If there's a guy who's an evil guy right now in a movie, okay, he's always going to be the villain, okay? It's always going to be some strong, tough feminist who's going to beat the shit out of him in the movie. That's the way it is today in 2024, because Hollywood won't make any other kind of movie. However, there was a time when that was not the case, okay? Miramax, before we found out about Harvey Weinstein fucking all these girls, okay, for his company, Miramax actually in the 90s, they made a lot of fucking independent movies that were really, really good, that mainstream Hollywood would not make, okay? And some of them were shit, and some of them were really good. A lot of them won awards, okay? But of course, he was fucking all the actresses, all right? Well, one of the movies that he made was a movie called In the Company of Men. And this movie, which I'm going to review next, okay, is absolutely men at their worst. Every fucking thing you heard about toxic masculinity in this movie, it's fucking true, okay? So it's going to be fun. I'm going to call out the men, all right? That's going to be my next movie, all right? But anyway, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for watching this as long as you have. I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon on the next movie. Bye.